Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this. I much appreciate it. Once again, I paused my Elden Ring DLC to be here. If you haven't noticed, the last couple days have not had any Darktide content on it. In fact, we've been doing Bolt Gun, did a couple other games as well. Not for any reason of like, oh, I hate Darktide now, or oh, I'm bored with Darktide. It just literally was like, there's an update in a few days, and with Next Fest going on, and with the Bolt Gun DLC going on, I might as well get new videos out, rather than just another Darktide video, you know what I'm saying? And that's been fun, but obviously as the Darktide episode's coming out in a couple days, and I've ran out of game demos, we're going to be playing Darktide videos again. And on the 25th, there's going to be the update, which will be fun. I think I'm off the 25th, actually, which really sort of works out, because I'll be streaming it. But, as for the build, just running a classic Ogryn build. We have Mach 3 Cleaver with Twin-Linked Heavy Stubber with Charm Reload, Overwhelming Fire. For the talents, we have Heavyweight, Smash 'em, Furious, Best Defense, Big Friendly Rock, Ono Grab, Indomitable, Stomping Boots with Pulverize, Grabbing Hard Knock, Stay Close, Grabbing Towering Presence, Get Stuck In, Attention Seeker, Payback Time, Bruiser, Put No Pushover, Won't Give In, Feel No Pain, all 4 stacks, Feel No Pain. As the build, let's get into a game, shall we? It's infinitely funny to see people complain about Elden Ring DLC being too hard. And it's what the response from Bandai Namco and Miyazaki has been was, well, one, we warned you, and two, literally grab the items we told you in the tutorial at the start of the DLC that will scale you better to the DLC, and you'll be fine. The Scourge Tree relics, the ashes. Okay, audio? Audio's audioing? Oh my god. There's a book down there. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Hello, audio? Alright, audio seems to have resolved itself. Holy moly. But yeah, literally, if you're having trouble with the DLC, one, the Mimic tier is so goated. And two, the Scourge Tree and the Ashes, the Spirit Ashes. Because Spirit Ashes not only make your summons smarter, like Mimic tier, as previously mentioned, but also, like, if you get an NPC, like a golden summon for a boss, it'll also get them more HP and stuff. And then the Scourge Tree, or Scar Tree, whatever they're called, relics, or ashes, or whatever, drops, they increase your damage and damage resistance. So, yeah. I have like 10, and it's amazing. Also, recommend to have at least 60 vigor. It does make a difference. But, Asmongold, as many of you know, I hate this guy. I hate that guy with a fiery passion. I just dislike anything and everything about him. Because I think he's also just a genuinely bad person. It's a Plague Ogryn. He was talking about complaining how it's too hard to be, but once again, probably not even really like doing all the things you're supposed to. But he complained about like, oh, sorry, I want this. Complained about getting stun locked, and I was using Radahn's armor at the start, which has pretty high poise, so it makes sense I would never really worry to get stun locked. In fact, a lot of my strategy when I was using that armor set was just kind of wail on the monster while they wailed on me. And it worked out, more often than not. And I swapped to a more like cosplay clothes since I got the martial arts, the dust feather kit or whatever. It's like the punch kick merchant. And now I have light roll with very little poise. And I still don't find myself getting stun locked, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's either not rolling or just like bad. I don't know. And too hard to be fun. I'm getting my ass whooped, and I'm having the time of my goddamn life. Me and my Mimic tier are Jujutsu jumping these bosses. It's great. If you don't have Mimic tier plus 10, get Mimic tier plus 10. It's so funny. Mimic tier is carrying so many people through right now. It's actually quite funny. I'm one of them. Without Mimic tier, I would still be stuck on the fucking, Actually, no, I think I'd beat the first boss without Mimic tier, but, I'd still be on, like, I'd be on probably on the third. Well, it's hard to say the order of the bosses. I'd be on the, spoilers, I'd be on, Renma of the Bud or whatever, the first Bud or whatever. She's like a centipede Dark Souls 2 spider lady, but a centipede instead of a spider. She's actually a really good boss, really fun too. I missed. You know, Mimic tier is great because it does with the punch kick actually does a lot of stagger. I think it's like called Dust Feather technique or something. That's like what the item's called. You can get it pretty early on too. How did that rock miss? But with the Mimic tier, not only is it even more stagger, you can actually like stagger the bosses quite a bit. But if you get the Ash of War called the Dust Feather technique, or Dust Feather, yeah, I think that one's actually called the Dust Feather technique. It's like you do like a triple kick in the air to like slam your heel down on someone. It does a lot of stagger, and if you have the multi-hit charm, it instantly gets you a heal tick. And my Mimic tier has that, so my Mimic tier can heal not only with the chance of eating a human flesh bun, or whatever they're called, the flesh buns, that poison you. Since the Mimic tier can't be poisoned, the item poisons you, but it heals you for like 50% or something. But since the Mimic tier is immune to poison, it has a chance of just healing itself by 50%. But also, because I have this multi-hit attack and I'm using the punch kick weapon, the Mimic tier is just basically constantly healing itself because it's just all multi-attacks, and it's so beautiful. And I put bleed on it, and actually procs the bleed so often, like just that. You know, it's just it's insane. It's like Remnant of the First Bloom or of the First Blood or something, Bud or something. Like she was pretty tough. She took me a few times. She's the boss I've struggled with the most so far. But I did beat her, and I had that like sigh of relief when you beat a boss where your hands are tingling and stuff afterward. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Stop that. And also, I don't know if this is just me, but in Elden Ring at least, Dark Souls, not so much. Bloodborne, arguable. But I find the human... People are always like, oh, human-sized enemies in Soulsborne games are always very scary. Which is true. They tend to be pretty spooky. But I feel like I always struggle more with the really fucking big bosses, like the monster-sized bosses, more than I do like the human-sized or near human-sized enemies. It's like the monster like the really big bosses, at least in Elden Ring, have a habit of attacking the camera more than they attack me. And it can be a bit rough there, especially if you're like locked on. Like the spoilers again for a boss, the Lion Beast Dancer. That guy attacked the camera more than he attacked me, it felt like, which was my biggest issue with him. But like Radon being the exception to this rule, because Radon had the big open world zoom out rather than like a small arena, or like smaller arena that like zooms in. Just gonna pop this Ogryn. Alright. Worried I didn't want to get that for a second. Oh. I'm recording, right? Yes. That being said, I haven't fought Melania yet in earnest, so I plan on doing that at some point. Probably before I even do the DLC, because my friend, she needs to beat Melania, so I'll probably just do it with her. I did find Melania there, more or less not intentionally, because I was looking for the glow warts to buff my mimic tier for the bell bearings, and I just happened to be like end up in the place where Melania was. So I wish I could. I also figured out why I couldn't figure out Ronnie's questline, because I was trying to do Ronnie's questline in my initial playthrough. I ended up just doing the classic Elden Lord. But I went to the wrong Eternal City. I didn't realize like there was 2 Eternal Cities, so I never went and got the miniature Ronnie doll to do the quest. So it was, and which is why I never found the blade where he was supposed to. Pardon me, sorry about that. I should have used my mic. I'll take that. Oops. Fall over, would you? I missed my rock. Crack and reload real quick. So speaking of Asmongold, this connects somehow. Looping back to what that guy, other people within YouTube content creation, Dr. Disrespect may have found himself in a bit of an oopsie-doopsie. So, unfortunately for me, Dr. Disrespect kind of fell off for me. Same with him and Nick Merckx, because it was like, they just ended up being like conservative, not like conservative YouTubers, but like, they essentially like copy-pasted conservative dog whistles, being like, oh, leave the kids alone, all trans people are pedophiles, you know, that sort of style. And at first I thought, you know what, that's cringe, it's unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Now, Dr. Disrespect is canonically cheated on his wife, which is not very, you know, which is like, you know, look, my opinion on cheating is that it's a bad thing to do, but it doesn't make you a fucking supervillain. And I think people who, if both partners are willing to work out their issues can be resolved. And as far as we know, Dr. Disrespect and his wife, Mrs. Assassin, have worked out their issues. Now here comes where the big bread and butter comes out. So a former employee of Twitch came out yesterday, or today. Today I was uploading, yesterday as of recording, yesterday as of uploading. Saying that Dr. Disrespect, the reason why he was banned is because he was sexting minor using the Twitch Whispers app, which is a pretty big accusation. Now, if these rumors are true, I struggle to believe them because there was no evidence. Why are we dropping that pic? I guess we all 4 have something. Never mind. Because there was no evidence. They just kind of tweeted it out, and people are kind of running with it. Now, I don't believe it, personally. I mean, I won't say I won't believe it. I say I won't believe it until I see evidence, but obviously I'm not going to turn down the idea that it's possible. But also, like, I feel like if Twitch kind of just banned him out of nowhere, it would be a theoretical explanation, like an explanation that would make sense, that they just banned him without saying anything because of that. But Dr. Disrespect came out and said that there was no wrongdoing found on, since he's been in legal action with Twitch. Like, he took them to court, so like clearly there was, like, would you take a company over to court if you knew what your ass did wrong, right? I missed. I don't know. I mean, maybe I would, I guess, to save face. Maybe I'm just putting too much thought into it like that. Or like, would a court find you, like, I guess a court could find someone who sexted minors. What's the term? Not innocent, since it wasn't like a court of law thing. It was just like a lawsuit. But anyway, he declared that the court found no wrongdoing, which either means, one, he didn't do it, two, he did do it, wasn't aware that she was, this individual was a minor, or the court system is fucked. I don't know. I'd like to think it's one of the two, because if it's the first one, good, he didn't do it at all, right? He may have really cringe opinions that are just vastly incorrect and conservative /fascist dog whistles, but at least he's not a pedophile. I'd rather someone being an annoying conservative than a pedophile. Although usually those two go hand in hand. Many such cases, as they say. Yeah. And Nick Merckx, also much like Asmongold, hates guts, piece of shit. It's so funny, like Nick Merckx and Sneeko, both of these are like now conservative grifter losers. Have like came after I think her new name is Ava Tyson, aka Chris Tyson from the Beast Crew. She is transgender, obviously. And it's so funny, there's a narrative that these guys are pushing that Ava abandoned her son and family. To like live out this quote-unquote delusion. Which is like funny because, one, these guys have probably never realized that a divorce can end sort of mutually, if that's the right term. Where it had to happen, but both parties are on good ends. And it's always better to be the child of parents who are happily divorced rather than parents who are unhappily married, you know? But they always try to like do this like thing of Ava abandoning her son. Meanwhile, her private Twitter, every other post is a picture of her and her son hanging out doing something. And then Mr. Beast will come along like, why are you guys like this? Shut up. This is very funny. Like, they're so desperately trying to, like hope that they're fucking stupid at... I think we should throw down the ammo, no? Need ammo. Alright, well, I'm dropping the medkit. And Ava kind of ate Sneeko up because he had like done some stupid ass tweeting. And Sneeko, if you don't know, used to be part of the Beast Crew but was fired. And it's so funny because she was like, "Oh, you mad that they kept?" I'm not gonna say because she said a slur that she can say. She said, "Mad that they kept me, the slur, and not you." It's like, eat his ass up. Also, that chick that got like picked up by right-wing influencers for being like lay-based epic slur slayer. It turns out she had a biracial child, and the conservative group that she was like being lauded, like praised for, immediately turned on her. I just once again find it infinitely funny that it's just so consistent. It happens every fucking time, it feels like. Bonk. There's something in my throat. I have a frog in my throat. Get out of me, frog. Unless you're paying rent. mosey on down this way. Veteran to veteran communication.
Grenade.
Alright. Ow, I'm cracking my knuckles. Oh, it's so warm today. Hello, you. Why is the invisible wall so far back? Come on, Shen. Oh, it's a plasma gun. That's my plasma gun. Oh, which is... You know what's the worst? I feel like it's gotta be, like, programmed by Miyazaki somehow. Like, whenever you're fighting a boss, you just, like, randomly, part of you will just start itching really badly. It's like, why? I'm literally in the most intense part of the fight. Why all of a sudden now does my arm itch? It's probably like stress itch, you know, for like trying to survive the Souls boss, but I feel like it happens every time. Big ammo for big men. That's me. Crack a reload real quick. Bad doggy.
Don't leave you down, boss.
Get up, pal. There's a bomber somewhere. Make me do it the hard way, Flamer. I didn't want to do it to you, but I had to. So it's gotta be... Okay, that one's correct. And then this one is... Gotta be the B. There we are. Oh, my attack missed. I think I heard a bomber. Am I crazy? I'm definitely hearing. I did not want to throw that rock. I wanted to put it away. I'm definitely hearing a bomber. I think, unless I'm crazy. Give him the old Kazakin double tail. Take that ammo. Okay, that one I feel scammed. Alrighty.
Stick with the squat.
Nice. I knew that wasn't a red barrel, which is why I didn't shoot it twice. For a second I thought it was, then my eye adjusted. Beautiful. There's a trapper in there. I think someone got it. Oh my goodness. Let that guy do the damn thing. Oh my god. Far too many ragers, to be honest. Die, would you? Alrighty. Tearing it up. Oh, my finger hurts. I don't know why. It just feels weird. I think I've banged. I don't know if it's because I've been holding the controller, but I don't think so. It just feels weird. I feel like they've changed something here. I've really never given like a full-on like look at this place. I must. No, surely not. Yeet. I said yeet. Spin move. It's a pretty poor spin move. I have like a thing on my desk. I have a towel because I have a towel on my desk because I have a drink in here. And I like to put my drink on the towel with the coaster. In case it spills, it doesn't spill on my desk or my computer. It hits the towel, okay? It's just an itty bitty hand towel. It's not too crazy. I just like being safe, okay? So my coffee machine is just fully given up on itself, so I haven't had coffee in a hot minute. And I'm going to die. Why can't I ping that guy? Ow. Alright. Mosey on through right here. I wonder if the first thing put in is always the first one to fail, if it fails in order. I don't think so, but I've never really paid attention otherwise. Alrighty. Perfect. Excuse you coming through. So they showed off a pickaxe for the Ogryn, and I'm very excited for it. Looks like hopefully it'll be a two-handed weapon, not a one-handed weapon. Looks like it'll be a two-handed weapon. Punch. And boop, 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 boop. Easy, baby, easy. Not even close. Not even close, Grobu. Alrighty. Excuse you. Bad doggy. Fire burns. Chuck and rock. Probably hang by snug, I reckon. Nice. I was looking at the other veteran to see if I needed a bull charge over there, knock over zombies trying to hit him, but no, actually nothing came for him. Quite convenient if I do say so myself. Just take a second to top up here. Alrighty. Almost fell. There's a bomber somewhere. Found it. Found one of them. I could swear I heard a normal bomber, but they might make the same grenade noise. Boop. Oh. Boop. 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 And crack a little reload real quick. Alright. Oh, that guy's head went flying. Nice. Alright, skedaddle on through. And just provide covering fire for my team to escape. Nice. Nice. That was a good run. And we got 3 skulls, 3 scriptures, and the doohickey. How much plasteel did we get from that? Only 950. Not bad. I guess we didn't pick up that much. Alrighty. Well, if you made this far in the video, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, or don't. I'm not your mother. But you better brush your teeth. Have a good one. Bye-bye.